Here we go. We are on Nuke to begin with. It's EG versus Heroic, and now this has become kind of a grudge match. Wiz, all right. Not quite going to be able to get that shot on the C-set. 75 of nykytilan. That is an enormous amount of damage that he managed to output in, what, less than a second. Almost a double kill, and in fact, almost a triple if you count Yabi as well in there. 4-on-4, sure, but that's pretty bad news for Heroic.
They don't have too much utility also. And without planting the bomb just yet, we see that they're rerouting. And Hex, he has an opportunity to get the flank on cadiaN. There it is. Okay, now it gets really scary for Heroic. 35 seconds remaining, and they have no strong position. They're making their way towards outside. Looks like they're opting for the single heaven double mini split into the A site, where we obviously have Hex and Automatic lying in wait.
Oh, but another tag. That was... Tessus was the one with health that was supposed to maybe be able to close out the round. It's getting really tricky here. 15 seconds. They are starting to make their way in, and Yabi and Stown are finding some great shots to allow them to get the bomb plant. I can't believe that Heroic are even on the site and with the man advantage. I feel like they're getting away with so much in this round.
It did feel like there was a great opportunity for EG to steal one away there.
Molotov to slow them down just a little bit. Crossfire still in play. There's the flash to set it up. Automatic gonna swing behind it. That's a team kill from Heroic, and they still managed to crack open the ramp. That's actually pretty impressive, although it did cost them a lot of health.
Yeah, these players are quite low. nykytilan goes for the swing, but unable to find anything. Heroic in firm control now of the lower bomb site. Hex and Wiz, they gotta get out of this one alive. There's 3 players alive for Heroic, and they actually do have quite low health, but I don't think that Hex and Wiz want anything to do with this.
For the moment, EG's, it's slightly better, but they're not in a position where they can just start giving up rounds. They really need to put an end, especially to this one. And it will be Wiz outside to take Stown out of the equation. The rest of them trying to push in through Squeak, and they're already getting shut down a bit here. Coming in with the AWP, good attempt at the flick. nykytilan is going to get a couple of kills, pushing through midi, and it's all on cadiaN. 1 versus 3. And, I mean, he had the momentum there to try and do it, but ultimately he was sort of sandwiched in between 3 different players. One of those games. Oh, what a nice pick off cadiaN, who wanted to go for the quick play down onto midi. I wonder if he would have kept going. Shush is going for the vent dive in the meantime, so even if they control outside, the bomb is still going to be planted down below. I don't think there's any shot that Heroic can actually win the round, but still, what a great move. Oh, you get the bonus, and you know, you match it up with the one from the previous round. That's $1,600 extra that they're going to be playing around with Heroic going into some of these later stages, and that's worth it. Shush is just here to see how much damage he could do, but ultimately they're going to come from... That's a good headshot, and the defuse already happening on the other side. Still, a kill and a bomb plant with almost no investment. Still, oh, the timing is sick! cadiaN sitting there for a while, and that's a very narrow gap for Wiz to find the shot in. He is actually proving so much right now. What a delight. I don't think anyone had any real higher expectations of him coming into this tournament, so maybe not a lot that he had to prove, but definitely looking very, very sharp. Some good information, and it's going to be nykytilan to pick off that kill on Stown. They know everything, and there's only 10 seconds on the clock right now. 3 versus 4, and Heroic have to scramble to try and put the bomb down right now. And fortunately, they're not getting interrupted by EG. They were maybe a little bit too far away. Tessus goes for a little bit of a fight here, but it's going to be EG picking up the round. Automatic breezed and Hex to close it up with a kill. But they've made their way down below. And as far as I can tell, there's nobody there from EG even nearby. Tessus will find a kill onto nykytilan. It's a bit awkward, but the bomb is up here, and they're going to come back up right into the hands of Automatic, and the M4A4 will chew them up. Breeze from the high ground. I'm so confused.
I think EG's prep is paying off in this one. Look at the amount of bodies that EG have already for this fight.
What are you doing? There's 20 seconds left!
He's already said it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Stown on a bit of a dive. They don't have a lot to work with, and the rest of them, they couldn't get down. So far, just the one player. The other 2 that were trying to follow Stown down that vent, they get exploded by Automatic. Right position, right time.
This is an incredible performance from EG already. It's still early. It's just round number 12. Don't want to get too ahead of myself, but okay, there's the AK down, and Yabi falls as well.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, I love
that's
that.
the problem, though. He can either stay flashed on the silo, or if he falls back, he falls right back into the Molotov. It's not a great choice either, but he kind of stays up there, accepts the flash, and then it, you know, finds another alternative route where he actually gets the headshot. So, yeah, why are they coming A? The great question being asked.
Okay, nykytilan rotation is here. Takes down 2. Man, heroic. They're unable to find anything.
And you've got to say as well in terms of the prep, right? A lot of that is on Warborg as well. Resistance is futile in the face of him. Breeze for the kill, nykytilan with the other one. Sorry.
Caught the Star Trek reference there. All right, though. Yeah, this one's heating up. They have a lot of space, heroic, but actually, EG want to take it all away. They don't want to give them any room to breathe.
They're crushing them. This is so sick. Shush is now on his own, trying to do something in the 15th round, but automatic will find him 12-3 at the end of the half. Yeah, nykytilan the one to set it up. Flash for the ceiling. It doesn't really do too much. Running headshot with the Deagle. What an out-of-this-world shot from Breeze, and they're going to be bringing down Stound on top of it. But cadiaN just keeps streaming in, and from the high ground as well, Tesses should have what amounts to a free kill. So it's a really incredible attempt. Always that translates into a T side. Sometimes that happens. You sort of drop the ball in the second half. You don't have all the plans, or maybe they're just not working. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to be playing out. Huge stack in the ramp, and this is a bit of a mind game. If you clear out this position, you might not be checking for the second one. You could see Wiz, it's not even in his mind at that point in time that there would have been a second player to the right-hand side, but there was, and that's a payoff for Heroic instantly. They've almost won this round already, and with that kill, it should seal it. nykytilan scrambling around in the back line, some here with about 40 seconds left. Say you play some of the early rounds here for EG on the T side. What's something that you could find? Nice smoke. Blocking off that observation room. Yabby. Oh, come through as he's reloading nykytilan! That is a crazy play. And the bomb is being planted behind it. He absolutely was in his mind. And the rest of Heroic, they're so far away. They can't do anything about it. They're gonna have to walk it off. 14-7. What
The reload. What a gutsy play from the in-game leader. 23 kills for nykytilan. He is lighting Heroic up. He is in cadiaN's head. He has his number.
And he's not the player that we would have been highlighting. If you had to sort of look at the top of the scoreboard, I would have not picked nykytilan. Not that I think he's been playing badly in some of the previous games, but it's just that there's so much more firepower on EG that I would be looking to first.
EG are doing it here on map number 1. 8 opportunities.
And they're going to go quick right at them. They know the economy is bad, so rushing A makes a lot of sense. Wiz of the double kill. He's ready for more. He'll spray down. Tess is on top, and Stound is all on his own. What a cracking performance from Wiz in this 23rd round. That blows it wide open, and EG just leaving Heroic stunned. Up on the high ground, I think they don't know where he is, but I don't think it really matters that much anymore. He has got a smoke in a kit, so if he get a really fast kill, then maybe he could try and jump down there, but they've already got him isolated. He takes down Breeze, gets a headshot on Wiz, and he's trying to angle it. Oh my god! He's found it! Jumps straight down! That is a miraculous play! It's pistols, 3 Tech 9s, 2 Deagles, and a lot of speed behind it. And Shush trying to turn around. The flashes are good. The kills are even better. Yabby is out of the round 2, and nykytilan's jumping down. It's such good timing. Taking Stound out of the mix. cadiaN and Tesses are left, and now it's just the Danish captain in a 1 versus 4. He's getting some great kills, but 3 more are left. And EG hitting the Denmark in this one. Absolutely brilliant play coming out. We've got 1, 2 grenades here, so they could blow up the bomb planter. There comes the one. The other one is a back, and the bomb is still planted. But that's a cool setup for Heroic, and it follows up with a couple of headshots here at the very least. P250 out on long, and plenty of space for it. No flash, I think, to try and get rid of automatic, so they're going to try and defuse right in front. He's inside of the smoke. 1 second left, and it comes all the way through Heroic. They don't even bother about the kills. They just get the bomb instead.
I mean, no one in the server is now a stranger to that, but got a nice push here from cadiaN. I think ideally for him, he mows them all up, gets that money, $600 a piece, but only 2.
It's the Warren Buffett investment approach to Counter-Strike. The don't lose money approach. You know, just don't make mistakes.
Don't lose. Just 7% every year, compounding.
They're doing better than that right now, EG. They're up way more. We're talking about the world rankings and what the last win actually did for them. I gotta feel like this is, if they could do it again today, it's a little bit more rare. It could easily catch one person off guard, and that might be enough. And they have Stown in the back as well, so this is a pretty powerful setup. Molotov down in front, but EG, they're right behind. This is deadly! Oh, and they're knocking it down. Automatic, taking care of business. And Stown, he's gonna get wrecked as well inside of the bomb site. Hext will find a kill on Yabi, and it is done. 4th round here, just a wipe out for Heroic.
You're right, Anders. It is a strong setup, but when the player that's holding that long position takes a nade out, so EG, I mean, not even taking a single casualty. That's impressive stuff. Oh no, okay, flash down, Hex almost catching cadiaN off.
Footsteps definitely being heard, and I think Flash being set up now for Tess to try and take a peek. They're thinking about it. Hex has already gone down, and Tess is counting the seconds here. Actually, cadiaN, he's left, and this is so interesting. He's just on his own, and they're not really ready at all. That's a very frustrating death to suffer. They thought this part of the map was completely empty.
And cadiaN has a very advanced position. This might be good for a kill outright. Yes, there it is. Excellent shots between him and Stown, leaving just automatic. And it seems like they have a great idea about where he is. The molly lands at his feet. They've trapped him. They boxed him in. And cadiaN, he's lighting him up.
That was a very good defense being put up. And I think it's got to be worrying as well if you're on the EG side to watch cadiaN. Obviously not just with the crazy animal sounds, but also the fact that his orb is looking so sharp right now. That is scary.
Strongest weapon in the game, obviously. And cadiaN makes it sing again. 9 kills already. And I want to hear him chirp.
Yeah, I'm sure he's waiting for that opportunity. 9-3. Yeah, he's having himself a very good game. And it's making some of these early rounds where all EG want is just to get some map control. Figure out how to play even the default, but when you've already lost a player, it does make it a lot more tricky. Seems like they want to try and just make it less complicated now, and maybe just hit that B bomb site at a good timing. But cadiaN is out hunting again. It's a big risk to take if you're walking up scope like this, but he's finding an enormous amount of information. So far, 3 people on the B bomb site, but if he keeps this up, there could be a 4th really soon.
Looks like they're setting for the bean can boost. Hex there. Not going to be presented any opportunity, but there's a spam kill. Okay, that's an interesting opener. 4 versus 4. Tessus is rotated in, so there's still 3 defenders on this B site, and so it is still an uphill battle for EG, but that's an excellent flash to start.
Yeah, Yabi forced into the corner. He actually does slide up into it, but still a 2-on-2. They might have found a way. cadiaN's almost got the timing. He'll hit the shot on Hex. It couldn't have been better. The bomb, though, it's on Wiz. He could go A if he wanted to, but instead, gonna jiggle around with it and peeks right into cadiaN, who's picked up an AK, and he'll get that 11th kill. Okay, he puts down the Molotov, and that's could have been saving his life, whether he knows it or not, because you're right. If they pop their way through, even if they sort of walk through the Molotov, they still might be able to win it. The timing is insane for sure. HG behind them into the M4 spray, and out here, Stown catches automatic. So they are getting blown up in the opening half right now. About to be 10 rounds on the side of Heroic. They are playing lights out right now, and that's what we've wanted from Heroic, I think, since the first time they met, and they haven't really shown it, well, maybe on Inferno in the first match. And now here, finally, getting a little bit more action out of them. 2 casualties on the side of Heroic. And they're pretty quick with it. It was a 3-man defense for Heroic, so there are not that many people at the B bomb site. One of them already run down. Yabi trying to stay alive while the rest of the team shows up. And finally, up from the high ground, Stown comes in to help out. That was really close timing. If they both die, then it's a very different retake coming in from the Heroic team. But they were able to hold off for long enough.
Trade their way deep into this pit. Even though they went 1-for-1 onto Shush, it was Yabi that really had these just one-on-one fights presented to himself.
Even if it looks a bit ugly at the moment. Shush, again, the timing with the flashbang, it's so sick. He has got that down to a science.
Oh, what a spray by him. Okay, Yabi right behind the pillar, but oh, what? Hex! 2 kills from him, and now the tide has turned. Stown quick with the flank, and this is scary now for EG. They have the number advantage twice in this round, but it is an even situation again. 2 versus 2.
They need to win this round, but Nealon's already got picked off. Hexed. He needs to ace this round to try and bring it through. Seems unlikely. He's in a very awkward position. Sandwiched in. He gets one good headshot on the down. And now cadiaN swinging up to try and see if he can steal this one away and break his heart. Hext is just locked in, lasered on this corner. He knows that cadiaN is down there somewhere with that AWP. He's almost picked him off there, and time is running up behind it. Hext, he might be able to do it. He's found the shot, and he aces the round.
And Hext delivers. Loud outside the server, louder in it.
That is really sick. Very difficult to do, especially in that last 1 versus 2. But I mean, even getting the first entries. Yeah, and slightly also pushed into it by Heroic winning so many of the fights over at the A bomb side. But you're right, it did seem like it was very telegraphed, a lot of what was being thrown at Heroic. So they're 1 round away, and there's not a lot of cash or anything else to work with here for EG. They're getting chewed up right away. 21 kills on cadiaN. He wants everything he can get right now before the map is over. This might get cut short, but only because of how quickly they're winning. Hext on his own in a 1 versus 3, and he is on the wrong side of the map. So it's a statement performance here for Heroic. And now another interesting test for EG, obviously. Can they survive getting beat up like this? Because they were on a nice roll. That nuke map was really great. So now they have a bit of an emotional test coming up for sure.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
in their predictions.
Same could be said for Nuke for a bit there, but they still managed to step it up and do a really good job. And now we'll see. Ooh, yeah, Tessus takes him down. Heroic all the way on overpass.
To give this up would be a monumental defeat. 1 smoke for the top of Khan, though, and Shush underneath the balcony, unable to find anything. So EG, they're going to find this space on A.
Good start. Bomb plant to follow, trying to sneak out. He's actually made it. Nobody saw another swing from Stown. Can't believe he hit the follow-up headshot on the breeze. That looked like it was going to be way too difficult. 3 versus 4, and Stown's made it possible. Tessus will try and cement the round right here, and Hext is fighting his way back in, out in the open with the Glock. It's all on kneeling, and he's going to be able, well, he doesn't even reload, just go straight for it. 10-second defuse, though, on the other side, and it doesn't even matter. Tessus guarding that bomb defuse.
2 sets of utility to take middle. Usually feel like you're going to be behind in whatever it is that you try to converge on in terms of sights. And Hex, tries to jump at Tessus. That will be punished. And Stown there pushes forward to find cadiaN. cadiaN on the bomb site along with Tessus. With 1 Fang gone, this is a difficult approach from EG, but they're able to fight back. 2 kills in their name, but Stown, he's already so close. And Automatic tries to find an equalizer. Not gonna happen. Wiz in the 1v3, he's dancing around the bomb site, and it won't work in his favor. Shush.
That's a bit unfortunate. You see, especially the sneak through here, the smoke, right? That's it. They know there's no one else on catwalk, and anyone in B, they can just be so focused on what's happening there. Oh, nice position to be boosted up on top. Only real problem is if you're going to get a peek from the underpass, but so far so good. And they're actually going to try and double down, see if they can go and pick up that rifle, which they have. Oh, this is a really huge success right now. EG, high pressure round. Let's see if they can fight their way out of this one.
Breeze spots him, but no, cadiaN is able to win the fight with that saved AK. And things are so awkward now for EG. They're just trying to put things together, but it feels like Heroic have already settled into their defense. They took so much space away at mid, left a couple of stragglers here and there, and EG, they're left chasing ghosts. And this is just such a tough situation. Well done by Heroic to be so aggressive. It's a round that typifies their playstyle, and it nets them a victory that they probably shouldn't have found.
Smart move from Wiz to throw away the AWP. And he comes back with a burst fire. Fair play. It's great. Regardless, 1 trick to start the round with, and then a bunch of solid decisions afterwards that just made it work. Also, in this fight against Breeze, I think Yabby's holding below and just listening to the footsteps so he can...
This might be a tough one, given they have no utility to work with.
What a flashbang setup. Just underhanded down out of the window. And it's going to be an easy cleanup in this particular round, and nobody goes down on Heroic.
Prevent it.
And he's got Yabi with him inside of the bomb site, which is, and the boost up in the corner. I mean, it's very difficult. If Tessus lives for 5 seconds once this is going on, everyone's going to be looking at him, and no one will be looking for the boost. That's actually a teammate, and he goes up. Hex with a nice headshot, but there's the boost into play. Tessus still at the back here, and he's just done everything right. 3-man setup at the B bomb site, and they shut it down. For EG, just hasn't really been present at all. Has made it just very difficult to do anything. Shush going to be moving forward. Rifles around the corner. He picks up the one. And Stown is there for the follow-up. He's, yeah, distracted from that shot, even though it wasn't even close to him, I think. But just the fact that he had to look away might have given him a bit of an edge in the last fight. 3 versus 3 now. Tess is hiding inside of the bomb site. He's flashed, but nobody is peeking him. He's just waiting it out. Wants a double if he could get it. Gonna pick up that one, and because you could tell there was no delay between those 2 kills, Hex walks right into the shot. An automatic now on his own with 35 seconds. He's looking for it. He knows where one of them is. Might have a good eye read on the second player too. And he's trying to get as close as he can. But he's been spotted. And he's been brought down as well. cadiaN on top of the ticket booth to take him out.
And it's going to have to just be Hex on this hold.
Yep, entirely on his own. They're streaming down. The flashbangs on top. And he should be dead. Even the 1 kill there would have been difficult to get with that amount of grenades coming through. Quick bomb plant to follow it up, and it's a 4-on-4. There is a long flank coming in from Breeze, so there may be a chance for them to do something if and only if the market side of this retake can actually cause a distraction. Because you can see Stown is looking for it, so they need somebody here to distract him, just pull his eyes into the bomb site. Wiz might be the guy to do it. He's at least close, and it's automatic with a headshot. There comes Breeze on the flank, and this retake is looking sick right now. Breeze gets the double, and EG will pick up the round.
Hey. Look at this, though. EG, they placed 3 people on this B bomb site. Wiz only able to get the 1, though. Breeze lies in wait, though, and this might be the X factor here, unless Tessus, it's a blinder like that.
And you can contrast that with the other round that we had, with Tessus was in the back by the bench, and the whole idea is you must stay alive back there to really activate the boost position, because they just wiped out everything else. So there was, even if they get that one on Tessus, they probably still win the round heroic. They just had so much control.
Sometimes just maintaining those crossfires is more important than finding your frag.
Yeah.
It's all about enabling your teammates. And Heroic might opt for something a little bit more deep in their approach. It is a mid-hit that they go for. Yabi, opening kill onto Breeze. Stown finding automatic. And man advantage for Heroic. And it is furthered with Shush picking up the op to take down nykytilan.
They were so hungry to fight in the middle, and it absolutely backfires on them. And pushing the site, Wiz has to win this fight, or he's going to get shot in the back. The rest of the Heroic team are coming up behind him, but it doesn't even matter. cadiaN, he doesn't need them right now. Hext is on his own to try and hold on to the best of 3, and he's doing a good job. A couple of kills there, but he's very, very low on health. A bullet, and he is out of it, and so is EG behind it. 2 versus 1, and they decide, you know what, let's play this one real safe and go for the bomb plant instead. I don't know what Hex could possibly... I don't think he can yell his way out of this one. cadiaN pushed forward. Would love to have that 1 versus 1 between the 2 right here at the end. And he's going to go for it. No subtlety in this one. cadiaN takes him down. And Heroic, they get their revenge. And they bring down EG, taking all 3 maps. But surely a good comeback for the Danes.